What's up, YouTube? Just got some toys in the mail. I got some new speaker stands for my JBL Eons. These are my old stands actually. They're called the Ts90b by Ultimate Support. Now it's your typical speaker stand. It has, it has your legs that swing out. It's got the clamp right here. It's got the clamp right here, and it's got the safety pin. Now the reason why I have to get rid of these stands is that they're not safe. What I mean by that is, I stripped all the bolts on here, and if you're like me, you're a guy who strips the bolts on these stands all the time. The stands I got are called the Ts90bs, and they solve that problem. I'll show you that in 1 second. And we have this bolt right here. You might think it's an original bolt, but this actually came off this T-bar right here. As you can see, there's no bolt in that T-bar. It's right on the speaker stand. And the only thing holding this speaker stand up, or the telescope up, is this safety pin right here. And actually the little string that holds on these safety pins fell off. So yeah. Now, Ultimate Support is probably the top manufacturer of speaker stands, in my opinion. I think they're great. Even these stands right here have features that are actually very good. Like the poles lock in, they won't come out. The bases are made pretty good, considering this is the cheapest stand that they make. The one problem I did have with this stand was that underneath my speaker, the hole right here for the part the telescope goes into was actually like ripping the speaker apart. Like the metal was like a razor blade over time. Before I had the JBLs, I came from those speakers over there. Kind of made the aluminum sharp. So when I got these, slipped them on here, instead of just taking shards out of the speaker, so I had to put these caps on here. But that's the old stand I have. The new ones I have are called the Ts90bs, and again they're made by the same company, and these are probably, in my opinion, the best speaker stands on the market. Now, to begin, we'll start at the base and work our way up. If you look at the base down here, you'll notice compared to the other stand, these legs actually kick out. Like they open up from the side. Instead of coming out, they open up from the side. Now, overall, that's going to make the tripod a lot stronger. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the specs about it, but it makes the tripod a lot stronger. And another thing that you might want to take into consideration on these stands is that instead of having a little knob right here, you have just a regular clamp. So you're not going to strip your bolts, and that's another great feature. This ain't going nowhere. For 150 pounds, that's secured. Now, lifting up your speaker or raising your speaker, we have this thing right here. It's called a Telelock collar. Now, this right here is also a very innovative product that Ultimate Support put on the stand. And as you can see, it says lock, raise, and lower. Now, it does exactly what you think, but let me show you how it works. Now, say you have a big speaker, heavy speaker. You go to raise it up, and holy crap, you fall. You just fell. You're on the ground because the speaker was so heavy. This is going to lock in place wherever you left it off from. So if I raise it up, as much pressure I want to put on that, that's not going back down. That's in there. It holds 150 pounds, so you'll be all set with that. And once you have your speaker where you want it, you put it into lock, and it's in lock. That speaker ain't going nowhere. You want to lower it, just take it over to lower. You need to put it over a bit more to the right for lower. You'll feel tension on it. You know you're doing the right thing when you feel tension on it. And second. And once you get it over enough, it's going to come down nice and slow, so you don't kill yourself taking the speaker down. Now, although these are speaker stands, you might notice this little silver tip on top right here. Now that goes back inside the stand, like that. Now you're probably wondering why you would have a feature like that on a speaker stand. Well, a lot of the times, a lot of other DJ speakers are bigger than the JBLs we have right here. And the port on the bottom, or the hole in the bottom of the speaker, to allow the telescope to go in, The one on the JBL is an 1 3/8 jack. This black color here is an 1.5 inches. So if you want to put a speaker like this on, you take this little silver piece out, and you can slip your speaker on top of that. Now, if you have a bigger speaker, you would just do the opposite. You put that back down, and you would slip your bigger speaker on top. Or, although it's a speaker stand, people also use these as lighting trees or to hold up their trussing. So, take that T-bar I have with no clamp on it or no bolt, slip it on top, and play pretend. Clamp it up, you have a light tree right here. And it's a really good stand. This stand runs for around $100 on GuitarCenter.com. I got mine in a pair for $212.45, including tax, so it's not that bad. But again, great features, easy to lift, safe, cosmetically looks great with your setup, and doesn't break your wallet that bad. Now, the other series they have is the Ts90b, which is the one below that, and they have the Ts100b, which is the stand above this one. And again, it goes the Ts70b. We have the Ts80b. Now, the thing about the Ts80b is that it has the same tripod design, opened up from the side, but it has a bolt right here, and it doesn't have the collar, it has the bolt. Obviously, this is the Ts90b, and the Ts100b is actually a pretty cool stand. I don't like it that much, but it has an air-powered shock right where that tube is, so it actually lifts the speaker up for you. But I don't like the concept of that, because the one that uses bolts, and I'll probably end up stripping those too. But I love the stand. It's great, and hope you enjoyed this video. Practice and enjoy.